So I'm going to be starting off this puff with an old flat twist slash Bantu knot out. It's getting a little bit frizzy, so I want to turn it into a puff instead of having to style my hair all over again. So I'm just going to kind of gather it in the way I want it to go up at the top of my head. Now my hair is getting a bit dry, so I'm gonna spray some water onto it lightly. Getting a little bit more on the sides. Work that in. And for some added moisture, I'm gonna use the Curl Enhancing Smoothie. Probably gonna use about this much for my entire head, and I'm gonna focus it a little bit more on the ends and then where I'm gonna be laying down the edges for the puff. I'm just gonna work that in. Once I have that pretty much worked in, I'm going to use a little bit of coconut oil to seal in the moisture. Probably use about that much. And work it in. I love how coconut oil just melts in your hands. And notice I'm always pushing my hair up in the way that I want the puff to be. So I'm going for a high puff. So now my hair is pretty moisturized. I'm going to start to lay down my edges. I'm going to use both a gel and an edge control. So the gel I'm using is the Proclaim Argan Oil Styling Gel. This is the only gel I really like to use on my hair. I'm going to take about this much and start placing that on my edges. So you can already see my edges are starting to want to lay down. So now I'm going to take my band. This is just one of the large hair bands, and put that on around my neck. Wrap it around twice. It is a little bit tight. I almost choked myself, but just gonna make sure it's how I want it. And I'm gonna place this just around just at the outer edge, above my ears. And I'm just going to work it up into a puff. So I'm going to start at the back. And it helps to kind of pull your hair up so that it doesn't get matted down as you're pushing the band up. So I started at the back, and now I'm going to work on just pushing the front up. And you can go as far as you want it to go. The more you push up, the tighter, the more compact your puff is gonna be. So now that I kind of have it how I want it, I'm gonna take some Hicks Edge Control and really lay down my edges. I'm gonna use my hair toothbrush. Just gonna go ham all the way around. Actually, I'm gonna take some of my fingers first, then use the toothbrush. And it may seem like a lot of products, but this Hicks does not ever flake up on me. It has never flaked up on me for as long as I've been using it. So this combination of products works for my puffs. So I'm pretty much done laying my edges down. So I'm gonna tie it down and let it set and, you know, get nice and smooth. So I'm gonna tie it down with a silk scarf. Want to make sure that when you get to the back, you don't miss the kind of the kitchen area. You want to make sure you tie that down too. And I don't tie the knot super tight, but I just make sure it's nice and tied flat. I'm just going to let my edges set and I will be back when they're set. Usually I leave my hair tied down for a couple hours, but 15 minutes is probably enough time. So I will be back to show you guys how I finish off this puff. So I'm back to show you guys how my puff turned out. I just left it on while I was doing my makeup, and that was probably like 45 minutes maybe. But anyway, so my edges should be nice and laid down. So I'm just gonna mess with it and get it how I want it to be. And I want to also just bring down a little side piece just to make it look a little bit more, give it like a little effortless look. So I'm just pulling down little pieces from the side. I'm taking a little bit of water on my fingertips to try to coil it. So it didn't coil as well as it would have if I didn't have the edge control already on there. So maybe in the future I would probably pull those pieces out before I laid my edges down. But this is the final look for my puff. I hope you guys enjoyed this simple, easy, go-to look that looks good casual. You can dress it up, do a side puff. It's just so versatile and easy to do. So hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to support, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace. I would never have picked this one up. I don't even know how I first started using it, but it is so bomb. It's very moisturizing on the hair, which I'm always looking for.